Hello, it's Miss Julie from Miss Julie's Virtual Preschool and Crafts, and I'm here today to start reading my Christmas stories with you. All right. So I chose a nice story to start off with our December reading. All right. I hope you enjoy it. All right. The story is called The Lost Letter to Santa. How exciting. Look at the front cover. Yes, look at the nice pictures. Look at the animals. All right, let's see what happens. Okay. Ooh, look at this one. All right. Says, Skippy was a squirrel who lived in a big oak tree in the Luckett's front yard. Skippy loved the Lucketts. They were friendly. Their daughter Amelia always fed the birds, and in the winter she put dried corn for Skippy and his friend Scamper the chipmunk, who burrowed in the ground. One day, as Skippy collected acorns, the mailman arrived. He took a letter from the mailbox. He lowered the red flag and placed their daily mail inside. As the truck pulled away, Skippy noticed something lying against the front curb. Yeah. Skippy scurried over to see what had fallen up to the curb. It was a letter addressed to the North Pole from Amelia. Oh, to Santa himself. A letter to Santa. This was important. If Santa didn't get the letter, how could he know what Amelia wanted? And if Santa didn't know Amelia wanted, how could he deliver it on Christmas Eve? He loved Christmas. Best of all, he enjoyed the holiday treats, and Amelia loved carrots, apple slices, and even grapes. Everyone loves Christmas, but how would Amelia feel if Christmas morning came with no gift from Santa? Dry leaves skittered across the letter, and Skippy watched the wind blow it down the street. I must do something. But what? Ooh. Let's see what he does with the letter. He's going to follow it. Okay. Ooh, look at it. He's in his little burrow. Let's see what he does with the letter. Skippy took the letter and ran to Scamper, who was busily storing food for winter. Look, Amelia's letter to Santa. I found it against the curb under the leaves. Scamper agreed that this was indeed a serious problem. Amelia's letter had to be delivered, and Skippy had to do it together. After they shared a meal of nuts and mushrooms, Skippy and Scamper set out. So look, he's got his friend now to help him. It's always fun. Okay. Ooh, they're out in the snow. Do you see it? Oh. How do we get to the North Pole, asked Skippy. It's easy, Scamper. We'll just follow the North Star. And they did. They traveled for many days, sometimes on the ground, sometimes through the tree branches. They grew tired, and they continued on their way, for they reminded themselves that neither snow, nor rain, nor sleet, gloom of night could prevent them from the delivery of Amelia's letter. Oh, look at that bird. You see the red bird? It's called a cardinal. See what happens with the cardinal. They traveled north, the air grew colder. Just when it seemed two couldn't go anymore, they met Ruby, a friendly cardinal who was most surprised to see the squirrel carrying a letter. What are you two doing with that? We are going to the North Pole to deliver the lost letter to Santa, said Scamper. Well, we are beginning to lose hope of ever getting there. A letter to Santa? Don't give up, said Ruby. I'll lead you there. But I don't suppose you fly. No, we can't. Ooh, they don't fly. They only can run and walk and climb. Hi. Ruby felt sorry for the two furry friends. Of course not. Still, it's another day or so. First, let me help you find a snack. Encouraged and Scamper and Skip followed Ruby around patiently, and she flew in the distance. There, they're going together. In just 2 days, they arrived at Santa's home. Skippy was relieved, but a little sad too. Now he and Scamper would never make it home for Christmas. Ruby sang at the Claus's front door. What a beautiful song, remarked Mrs. Claus. I wonder who it is. She opened the door to the sight of Ruby, Scamper, and Skippy, who had the damp, tattered envelope in his paws. Special delivery, a letter for Santa. Ooh, Mrs. Claus is going to read it. Oh my, do come in. You must have to come a long way. Well, could the letter have been mailed to the North Pole? I see. When you may have saved someone's Christmas. Yep. When Santa came, Mrs. Claus handed them the letter. Ho, 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 Santa laughed. It seems 3 of you are quite Christmas elves. No, not me. I joined only at the end of their journey. They're the real elves. They came from far, far away. Come, said Mrs. Claus, you must be hungry. She filled them up with nuts and seeds and fruit, and of course, cookies and cocoa for dessert. Skippy and Scamper were glad to have a delicious meal before the journey home, and Santa's home was so merry that they couldn't feel but rather merry themselves. Thank you, friends. You've been so kind, but we must go. We have a journey home. I'll go with you, said Ruby. She hated to see them leave. Oh, that won't be necessary, boomed Santa. Your journey can wait. Christmas is just around the corner. My route just happens to go right by the Luckett's house. I can sure use the company of 3 good elves. Really? Skippy and Skipper in unison. Really, said Santa. And Ruby, you can ride along, of course, too. Look at that. They're going to ride to Santa. That'll be fun. Christmas Eve and Santa's sleigh seemed too good to be true. They couldn't refuse, and you can be sure they slept at night in the soft little beds that Mrs. Claus prepared. They were 3 of the happiest Christmas elves ever to be found. Oh, look at that. They got to sleep in a cute little bed. The end. Oh, how nice. Did you enjoy that letter? That book about the lost letter to Santa? Yes, it was a great story. So if you want to pick up your own copy of the lost letter to Santa, click on the link below and you can get it for your collection. Okay, now this means you need to go write your letter to Santa. Think of things you might want for a Christmas wish. Bye, and I'll see you next time.